Hey guys, Ghostelectron here. I just thought I'd make a quick video about the Explorer, which just released in the Battle Pass not too long ago, and I just got my hands on it yesterday. And I gotta say, I've actually been having quite a fun time in this tank, despite it just being a reskinned and frankly worse version of the Cromwell. And yeah, don't even get me started on the Cromwell Berlin, it's way worse than that. But you know, despite these shortcomings, like, you can't really go wrong with the design of this tank. Like, come on, it's one of the coolest designs they've put out, to be honest. And you know, definitely when you consider the other Battle Pass tanks that have come out in the past, it's definitely up there with the cool ones. I mean, like, yeah, there's the famous icebreaker tank with the butt plug, you know. Yeah, we won't talk about that too much though. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought I would get into some gameplay of this, show you what it's all about. I mean, it's basically a Cromwell, but it makes a cool sound when it drives, and I think it looks infinitely cooler. So yeah, we'll just get right into that. Alright, let's get this gameplay started. Alright, so we're playing on whatever this map is. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. But not the best matchup, to be completely honest. It's a tier 7 match, which kind of sucks. If you know anything about the Cromwell, it's well, it's not known for its pen, let's just put it that way. Alright, and I'm playing with win, it looks like. So, you know, decent chance of winning, actually. You have him on our team. But yeah, still going to be a very tough matchup nonetheless. So let me just skip forward a little bit. Alright. Looks like I'm just poking a little bit. Just trying to keep them occupied. Just trying to get those. I'm actually surprised that hit. This tank is not known for its dispersion whatsoever. So yeah, we're pretty much just chilling right here. I'm actually terrified of that IS right there. I am so lucky he bounced that. Like, incredibly lucky. That is ridiculous. And honestly, what I'm mainly looking out for right here is a smasher, because getting hit by that would be the end. Like, I would probably just exit the game if that happened. Alright, so I got a little shot into him. Unfortunately, he traded it back. Not the best trade for me, to be honest. But yeah, I don't quite know what happened there. I did not expect him to get tracked like that, so... Or maybe it was me that tracked him. I don't even know. Anyway, confused me. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out what the best course of option would be. So I decided to kind of dive bomb this VK because it looks like it's somewhat safe. But I think I made the wrong choice going that way because, yeah, got a little problem. A little VK pushing me over. But at least we shot him down. Took a big ram from the IS and a big hit, which, well, yeah, you'll find out later was probably the biggest misplay of this game. But, you know, for now, things are looking okay. At least we're able to dive bomb this IS and do a decent amount of damage to him. And I'm just kill hungry, so go for that kill. But things are, you know, they're not looking amazing for our team, to be honest, because we've got 2 tanks isolated all the way over there, surrounded by 4 enemy tanks. And yeah, that blaze is very dead, and I honestly don't know what happened to that shot. It kind of just vanished, and now I'm in that one. Yeah, guess I hit the enemy, or actually maybe our tank's corpse. But yeah, I didn't manage to connect that, unfortunately. The dispersion on this gun is not the best, which is a little unfortunate, but it looks like I have just enough gun depression to be able to work this ridge line pretty well, so I'm able to put some nice hits in. Alright, so I'm spotted, so I have to be quite careful here. So I decided to reverse and try to get a more advantageous position, because I know they're going to be pushing hard. And yeah, Win actually called out to me that they're going to be pushing that hard, so I luckily listened to them and pushed across before they actually managed to put some shots into us. So yeah, it was a good call from him. And I just tried to avoid the smasher. Looks like I'll be able to. Very risky though, playing this game with them. But yeah, I managed to connect a shot, and that's a big bounce. And I don't know how that bounced, honestly, pretty unlucky. But I think that, you know, I don't know how that missed. That is actually, yeah, sometimes the gun depression on this is a little wacky, especially over the back. But, you know, pretty much the same as the Cromwell. So I really need to shut this guy down. unfortunately, I take a hit. So now, I'm a very easy one-shot for anybody. Don't manage to pen the Smasher, kind of unlucky, but I really want this T-34 kill. It's very important. Alright, managed to dink him one more time. Unfortunately, his tank doesn't exactly have the most alpha damage, so it's not really doing too much. Kind of just annoying the Smasher, to be honest. It's probably the most scary tier 7. Well, tied most scary tier 7 along with the Annihilator. Especially in a tank that's this slightly armored. So at this point, I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Because win is very dead. And, you know, it's so unlucky that he hadn't used his repair kit by that point. Because if I had been able to light him on fire and let him burn, I would have been in a great situation. But now it looks like I have to hit him about 3 or 4 times to be able to actually take him out. And they're saying the Smasher has an IQ of the rock outside his house. Well, maybe that bodes well for me. We'll see. Okay, so he's shot, but the thing is, the Smasher actually has a very deceptively short reload, being the broken tank that it is. So I decide to actually just wrap around and try to get a better position, because I know that pushing him is just going to get me killed. Even if I manage to pen a shot, he's just going to... And yeah, that's just bad driving. Really bad driving on my part. But yeah, I want to use this push to spot, but it looks like he actually made the correct play and starts pushing me. And, yeah, this is... Well, that just sums up the Smasher pretty well. Yeah. On the move. Shot me. His reticle must have been the size of his screen. But, of course, he hit me, being the Smasher that he is. But we actually managed to still pick up a Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, which is surprising, but, I mean, I'll take it. Not a bad game for tier 6. Not the best, but not bad. And I would have been furious if I didn't get a Mastery from this game. So despite getting the loss, at least I got a little bit of satisfaction out of it. Now for this next game, we're going to be playing on Black Goldville, and I've always loved this map, and whenever I get on this map, I know it's going to be a good game. I don't know what it is, but I always have good games on this map, it feels like. Because I just feel like I know exactly what I want to do in this tank. I really want to just pressure the area up here, just hold the ridge, and just jiggle peek around, and just put in shots into everybody. The people in the middle, and the people pushing around the caves. So let's see what I'm able to do in this replay, whether it'll be a horrible heartbreak like the last one, or whether I'll actually be able to pull through. So yeah, I'm just bombing it straight to my favorite location, probably one of my favorite locations in the game to be able to hold. This has decent enough gun depression that I can really work it quite well. And yeah, be able to get shots on all these guys. I managed to hit the Chaffee there, which is a pretty good result. Fortunately, he repaired very quickly, so, good play by him. I'm just jiggling around, trying to avoid the VK. Don't want to take any unnecessary damage, especially after the last game, because, all those unnecessary shots that I took, those are hit points that could have been saved for later, so don't want to repeat my mistakes now. And this SU-100 is... I wouldn't say he's the most intelligent player in the game, probably. Probably one of the least, in fact. Now, this was actually a bad play. I shouldn't have actually done that. I should have just pulled forwards, but I was really lazy, and I could tell that this Explorer was an absolute bot. So I managed to shut him down. So there's actually a Tog, which is a tank I often underestimate because of how big it is, but that thing packs a lethal gun on it, so I'm going to actually have to be careful of that. And now I've got this KV-2 just sitting there, which is actually not ideal at all. So if I get hit by that, I'm gonna scream, like literally going to scream. It's the worst getting hit by a KV-2 when you're in a Cromwell. It's just not fun, and I would definitely rage quit. But yeah, I just see this Tog right here, and really, I'm not actually that scared. It looks just like a big juicy pool of hit points. But now I realize that I've gone quite aggressive, so I have to kind of commit to it and play this ridge. But now I'm playing a dangerous game with a Hellcat and a VK and a KV-2, Tog, all just, well, I was going to say focusing me, but it doesn't quite look like they're doing that. So I get a fortunate bounce. This tank does seem to bounce quite well. Get some troll bounces occasionally, so I'll take it. And I popped my adrenaline, so I know that I can easily out-reload this guy, and I hit my APCR just to make sure that I don't get any bad RNG. So I feel pretty confident now that I've just got a low health Hellcat behind me who doesn't seem to be playing particularly well, and I've got this Tog, so I'm like, okay, nice, I can farm some damage, because, you know, that's basically just what a Tog is, a damage farm. And at this point, I'm like, well, nice, 2,857 damage, a full health, pretty much full health KV2, who is not focusing me, which is probably the wrong play, to be honest. I would go for the damage if I were him, but now I'm just trying to get some nice cleanup damage, trying to push my total up a little bit, because I see I don't have many kills, so I'm trying to get all the damage that I possibly can to try to get the mastery, and unfortunately I don't get the last kill, but let's see if it's still enough to pull through to get the ace tanker. Alright, yeah, not a bad game by any means for a tier 6. Not insane, but not bad, decent, and an ace tanker. And the funny thing about this tank is that I've actually only played 5 games in it, and I've got 2 masteries and 1 first class. And, you know, I'm not like the best player in the game by any means, so I think this just demonstrates how capable this tank is. 2040 average damage, that's not that bad. I mean, I'll have to play more games in the tank to really like know what my real stats are, but honestly, for my first 5 games, a first class and 2 mastery badges is really not that bad, if I do say so myself. So I would say it's actually a pretty solid tank, and I think it's definitely worth the $5 that you pay for the battle pass, because you get all the good stuff with it, all the boosters, gold, credits, free XP, as well as basically a Cromwell with a way cooler skin on it. And it, like, as you could hear, it sounds really cool too. It just has this kind of weird turbine type effect on it. It kind of glides across, sounds like it glides across the ground instead of like the tracks moving. It's pretty cool with these kind of turbine looking wheels. So all in all, I think it's a solid tank, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I can't wait to play more games in it. Alright, that's all for now. Peace out.